Do you think, man, there's a bias against Manny Machado from any fellow players or coaches? Is
Sure.
he not liked in baseball?
I think that's fairly obvious. I think he's done a lot to repair the image of young Manny throwing a bat at Josh Donaldson and dragging his foot across Aguilar's foot.
I know opposing fans don't like Manny, but
Sure.
do you think opposing players have ever not liked Manny, or they've gotten it? I've always thought that players appreciated Manny Machado, and they got him.
Like I said, I think it's better now than it was. I really do. I think it's way better now than it was. In fact, Manny hugs everybody that slides into third base now. He's like the happiest dude on the block. And so I do think, I don't know, I think this year in particular, I think the amount of games played at third might have hurt him. Only 105. That's still a lot of games. I mean, 105 games of pretty elite defense. I do remember, I don't know, and look, it's not, hey, he had 12 errors, so he can't qualify. That's not really based on errors.
No.
I remember this being just kind of a down year for him all around. Right?
Well, defensively, his metrics were up.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah, they were up when he was out there. Now, he was kind of about, a little above middle of the pack in terms of defensive runs saved. The top two were pretty significant at third base. Brian Hayes and Ryan McMahon.
Excellent.
They're both
excellent.
I think, worthy nominees. There was a big drop-off then to Austin Riley, who was kind of in the same pack as a bunch of other players. But that's only 25%. Remember, 75% is the vote. And I don't know. I'm always in awe of how smooth Manny is. I feel like that's got to be some of the component. If you're talking about a Gold Glover, style counts a little bit in my mind as a Gold Glover.
I think it should count for a lot. He gets we've had him here now 5 years. I'm so used to the spectacular plays, the charging, the bare hand, and I'm so used to the
plays that when it happens to another team, their broadcasters lose their mind.
Yeah, Manny's is just you take it for granted a little bit.
He makes the spectacular look a little more ordinary.
Correct.
Because of his smoothness, and I think it ends up hurting him come award season a bit.
And it is absolutely true. I mean, they posted last year a play that Nolan made down the line. He didn't even get the out, but they said, can you imagine had he gotten the out? I'm like, Manny not only makes that play a couple times a week, but he also gets the out because he has a howitzer for an arm and
an unbelievably quick release.
Yeah, we've seen him work on it in spring training. He works on that play. He's excellent. He's an excellent third baseman. We are going to one day when he retires look back at a highlight reel of his defensive plays for the San Diego Padres and the Baltimore Orioles and go, holy yes, we were watching, the next iteration of Brooks Robinson or whoever else. He's an excellent defender. Excellent. And I am surprised to hear his metrics were up this year because I thought he absolutely got robbed last year. He's been robbed his whole career. And I think maybe that's just his lot. He should win Gold Gloves. Manny Machado is a Gold Glove caliber third baseman.
This was the year to maybe steal one, as Nolan Arenado had won it 10 straight years, every year of his career, but wasn't even a finalist this year.
You don't have to walk anymore if you don't want to.
I'll finish out this segment at least. I'm starting to sweat a little bit, which is not what I like at work. I don't want to be sweaty at work. So Nolan Arenado had kind of a dead arm in the first half of the season. He had back spasms in the second half of the season. And while he was out there, in fact, he played more games at third base than Manny Machado did. His metrics were way down. He had one defensive run saved. Ha-Sung Kim had more defensive runs saved at third base than Nolan Arenado did. And he didn't play much third base. Eggy Rosario had more defensive runs saved at third base this season than Nolan Arenado. So this was the year. If Manny was ever going to steal one, this was the year. And to not even be a finalist, I was a little disappointed with that.